Welcome to Malaya Valley in Lesotho, Africa. This place is incredible. The views are breathtaking and the lifestyle is simple. This month, we had 2 of our teams stay at this location, which made for double the fun. Our ministry was called Africa for Jesus, which is a church and discipleship school run by our host, Peter Merck, who is one of the most humble, God-fearing men I have ever met, along with his wonderful wife, Kayla, and their 2 sons, John and Jamie. Along with getting to know this family, we also worked very closely alongside Sepa, who is pictured here with his fiancée Mpa, and Tebo, who were our translators and leaders for most of our ministry. Our accommodations were rather primitive. We had limited electricity since everything was solar powered. We had no Wi-Fi. We had long drops for toilets and a wooden shed for showers, which were only hot on days they decided to make a fire. And our sleeping arrangements were nothing to complain about. Luckily, we did have a full kitchen, which our 3 incredible teammates, Hayden, Christy, and Janie, did the majority of the cooking for all of us this month. We also did all of our own laundry by hand and just hung it over the fence to dry. Ministry was really incredible this month. We would wake up each morning and walk 45 to 60 minutes to any one of the 15 neighboring villages, where we got to visit with and interview the elderly in the community. We talked about their lives, their families, their struggles and hardships, and got to encourage them and love on them. We asked them questions about their faith and pressed into their beliefs and got to hear if they had a relationship with Jesus. This gave ample opportunity for sharing the gospel to those who never heard it and speak truth into stories of HIV or witchcraft or anything else that was going on in their lives. We prayed for countless people and offered help wherever was needed, including weeding gardens and playing with kids. We met so many locals and got to see firsthand the fruit of this ministry. The data we collected from our interviews was then entered into a spreadsheet by the lovely Hannah Hughes, which then will be posted in the church so that the church members from varying villages can sign up to follow up with our visits and continue to fill needs and be the hands and feet of Jesus going out into the community, reaching as many people as possible. The sights we saw and the conversations we had made for an unforgettable and impactful month. In the afternoons, we did what was referred to as our chores. This included working outside the Africa for Jesus preschool to redo the concrete path in the playground area so the kids could take their little bikes down it during their free time. We broke up the existing concrete that was no longer good enough. We moved bricks to create our outline for the concrete, and we shoveled rocks to lay down as our base. Then we poured our path. David leveled it off, and we repeated that process a whole lot of times until we managed to finish the job. After a quick test run, it was ready for the kids, and let me tell you, they loved it. Watching their little faces light up as they rode their bikes made all the hard work worth it. We also got to be the first missionary crew to start on what will one day be an eco-village, to house guests and family. We dug out the area where they wanted the house to be, collected rocks to build the foundation, mixed up more concrete, and started to build. Once the foundation was complete, we mixed up the clay mixture and began to layer it on. It was really neat to learn about sustainable living and play a small part in a project that will continue on long after we leave. Some of our crew also participated in cleaning out the Africa for Jesus preschool. For the first part of our time there, the kids were on summer holidays, so we got to help get everything organized for the start of the school year. We, however, got more than we bargained for with this one when we came across a family of rats that gave us all quite the scare. Little did we know at the time, this was just the first of several rat encounters we had this month. Attending church here in Africa was an experience like no other. The freedom these people express while they worship is incredible. Our group got to sing, and myself, David, and Hannah got to preach. After church, we passed out food to the kids and other church members, something that was started since many members walked several hours to get to church before sitting in service for another 4 or so hours, and they need food before heading home. The church building also doubled as our gym for the month, with the occasional run that usually attracted a few new friends. We also got to do a few adventures like horseback riding and hiking to explore paintings done in caves long ago. Overall, our time in Lesotho was amazing and a place I will always look back on with the fondest of memories.
Hey.